Hey, hello. So I'm basically making this, I guess, kind of like a time capsule. So it's kind of just be me rambling a little bit about a lot of stuff. Might have to end up cutting like a bunch of stuff out, but I'm basically making this kind of for myself and just putting it out there just so it's something that I can reflect on. A lot of stuff that's happened recently in my life. I have gone further into taking into recollection. I just wanted to throw this video out there. It's good for me. I've had this long-term goal of becoming a streamer and a content creator for a long time, years even, since I've been super young. You know what I mean? And I've taken hiatuses, I've taken months at a time between posting and stuff like that. I guess kind of just like falling off the rails. I recently, right now, within like the last day or two, I've been thinking a lot about the decisions that I've been making, and I've been working a lot, and I have become super hyper focused on, oh, I need to be working this amount of time, I can make this amount of money within this amount of time. But I lost a really big like train of thinking that I had, and kind of like a principle that I was living by for a long time. A lot of my decisions, very big life, financial decisions and stuff like that, I had made with the idea of, I'm pouring all of this back into, being a streamer. And I don't know if I should have made this bigger. Anyways, a big thing of mine was like, oh, I'm pouring all of this back into streaming. I'm deciding to do all these bigger things for my long-term goal, because all the money that I make right now, all of the things that happen to me right now, I'm living in the moment, sure. But at the end of the day, if I do end up blowing up or something like that, and I become something that I want to be, I'm gonna be infinitely happier. All the money that I made right now, I would have been making more money. Yeah, I fell into this really big roadblock of, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or oh, like I'll do it once I do this, or oh, once I do that. I would go on a trip and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go on this trip 3 days until my trip. Why would I stream then? I'm just gonna be inconsistent, this and that. And it's just a very shallow way of thinking about stuff, and it's not something that I really like all that much. Recently, I've been escalating in my job activity. I became a busser, I was a food runner, I'm on the verge of becoming a server. And I realized I don't really enjoy what I'm doing. I have to drive a lot. A lot of this time that I'm committing into something for the money is money. That's like a lot of people's train of thinking, and I guess I fell into it. I fell into that train of thinking. I have revalued a lot of the time that I'm spending and a lot of money that I'm making, and a lot of just direction that I'm going into. I've rethought a lot of it, and I think I'm switching around my life, and I'm pouring a lot more time into what the original goal of mine was to create content. And I know you see like a lot of this stuff from like very like small creators and stuff like that, like, oh, like where have I been, or oh, this or that, like for their like micro communities, or maybe like for their friends that watch it. But for me, this is a lot more for me. If something were to happen to me, maybe this is a tool that I can use to look back at the way that I was thinking, something that I like a lot. Maybe I'd change into a different person then, but for now, I really like this train of thinking that I'm on, and I think I say I like it. I would say I'm more in love with it. And yeah, like, I'm loving it enough to, I just got off work, I just took a shower, all my hair's still wet and super gross, and I'm just sitting here just kind of speaking it into existence, I guess. I wasn't even gonna wear the headset while I was making this video, because there's no reason for me. I'm not playing a video, I'm not even listening to anything on the headphones. I guess there's just like that much of a habit, like a bunch of other stuff. But I'm really excited. I have like this huge swell of energy inside of me. This happens to me a lot. It's usually very momentarily, and like it fades away the next morning, or like a few days after. I forget that feeling that I was feeling, the train of thinking that I had, the the train that I was riding, you know what I mean? Like that, it's almost like a high almost, but like you're very like over, you're like about to like, not combust, sorry, pause. You're very, very excited, you know what I mean? It's like you're about to go on this huge trip that you're gonna go to a different country, you're gonna go see all these things. Maybe you get to see your girlfriend after you haven't seen her for months, you know what I mean? Like, it's that feeling that I'm feeling right now, and it's a feeling like that I want to speak with while I'm feeling it, because I think it's very empowering for me and it's something that I need. Maybe not need, but at least love it, you know? We all don't need a lot of stuff, but I think I'm comfortable with saying I need it. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't need this coffee, I don't need that. It shouldn't matter if you need this or want this. It's like what you're doing with it. And I can comfortably say I need/want it. I would say I need it. I need it. I need this. I need this feeling. It makes me feel super happy. It makes me feel really alive. It helps me focus on the things that I want. And I've never recorded it like this. I used to like have a dream journal where I would write down all my dreams. I got very like toxic. That's a different thing. Anyways, but yeah, I think I covered everything that I wanted to talk about. Maybe one more thing, since I'm making this video for me, kind of like I've recently, in the past couple months, I've gone through a big, very like spiritual change, I think, with my self-esteem and I have very high self-awareness, even sometimes, even though like it may not change anything, I have it. But like the feeling like I care about what people think or do about me, like, oh, I said this, maybe this person got offended by that. I think I have a very modest, very kind way of approaching things, like, oh, I don't want to offend this person, I don't want to do this or that. But for me, there's also doing things and people kind of having like, oh, why are you doing that? That's so weird. For example, my bed that's not made. People would be like, why is your bed not made? Why are you doing this or that? Like, I don't really care. You know what I mean? And I think it's been me getting comfortable with that feeling of people not caring. My parents caring about if I do this or that. What will they think of me? My friends see me doing this, what they think of me. And I've really begun to let go of a lot of that stress and anxiety and that kind of that like social bubble that really like holds you down. You know, if you're being too loud at a restaurant, people being like, why is that guy so loud and yappy and blah blah. But like, who cares? Like, who really cares? Like, someone getting a little too drunk at the bar, it's one thing if they break a glass or anything, but like if they're like a little rowdy or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, that's something that you can go ahead and sure and look at the negative side of it and be like, oh, like, why is that person, like, can they not handle their drink? Why are they drinking so much? Why is the bartender giving them so much to drink? Obviously it can be a dangerous thing. This is a very, I would not advocate any of this. Do not overdrink or anything, especially if you're underage. But it's a very extreme hypothetical of like, you know what I mean? Like, if you see someone eating a dozen donuts, who cares? Like, that guy's just sitting there living his life. I don't know who anyone thinks they are to come over and try to judge this person because they're making a bad decision, but he's living in the moment. And I used to be very worried about how people may have like perceived me, but I'm almost I don't think I'm 100% there. It's hard to be certain. I don't think I'm certain of it yet. But I would say 95, 98% of the time, I've let go. I've stopped caring. And I think it's really good for my mental, really good for me spiritually, and very good for me, for my lifestyle and my way of life. And yeah, that was the last thing I want to include. It was a little long, but that's it. So I would comfortably say you're going to be seeing a lot of me streaming a bunch, posting way more, trying to slip into the algorithm, have something pop off, this or that, you know. But yeah, that's that. I just want to put this out there. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.